No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and today we got one of the current funniest people on the internet, the one and only Druski in the building. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
I'm very excited to have you in here. It's every once in a while, occasionally, we get to have somebody on the show who is just like presently making me laugh my ass off on such a regular basis. And I feel like, you know, especially over the last couple months, I've just been kind of constantly having that conversation with people about your videos, you know? And I'm going back, I realize you've been doing it for a few years now, but it's kind of crazy like how this stuff has been taken off and how quickly a lot of your stuff has gone viral.
But I mean, I feel like, shit, like you said, I've been doing it for some years now. So it's like, I love that this shit is not going like a super fast, like jump up. Cause there's a lot of motherfuckers that get up like that. Maybe like that one thing that you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he says this at the end of every video. So when everybody comes up to you like, oh, let me get a video of you saying this, let me get, and it's like a super quick like jump up, get a million followers or a couple million followers and boom, it's over, you know what I'm saying?
See, that's smart because I wasn't thinking of it like that, but that is very true that a lot of times you'll have people where they'll have one killer joke and that joke becomes too big and then they can never really live up to that and everything is kind of just nipping at the heels of trying to be that one thing.
And then it's like, I just hate the annoying thing because I've seen it happen so many times. I'll go to like the club and you'll see that guy that blew up off of that one thing and everybody's like, oh, record him. Then he's done doing that one thing. Then people are just walking away like, oh, yeah, that's the guy that does the one thing right there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, fuck that guy. He's like,
if
we're going to use him for a quick 10-second video.
Right. If you haven't been online long enough or if you haven't been like really paying attention long enough, you don't really realize that there is like a shelf life on a lot of jokes or a lot of catchphrases, and a lot of times people be going absolutely nuts for something for a week, and then it's like you couldn't sell a T-shirt that said that thing on it a week later,
and it's over the next. So I just been building everything up, and that's how I'd rather want it because I see a lot of people. I mean, it's been people ahead of me that I look up to this whole time, and I have no problem with catching them at a slow pace. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just building, and hopefully, when people look back, it's like, damn, he did that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just building this whole.
Let me guess. From my perspective, the stuff that has really gone crazy and taken off was basically just you doing rapper stuff. Yeah. Is that accurate, or what's the biggest stuff?
Not really. The biggest shit, I mean, I don't know. I have countless shit, so I wouldn't even just say the rapper stuff. That's more recent. Okay. I think that's when you had hit me up around that time. But that's more recent, so it's just some shit I've just been doing. I see it catching traction, but I mean, I've done all types of stuff. I've done like redneck stuff. I've done frat boy stuff. I've done shit, you name it, I done did it.
See, the frat boy stuff is super funny to me because like myself as a white person, I have not spent a lot of time around frat people, so I don't really like know what they're up to. But as I started to watch your stuff, I was like, man, this is a dude who actually, like, you clearly have been around that type of people because you have a lot of observations about the stuff that they're doing. So and from watching a little bit of your interviews and stuff, I guess we might as well take it back to the beginning. So where are you from?
I'm from Gwinnett in Georgia. That's a county in Georgia. It's Gwinnett County from the north side. Stupid north side. Just gotta throw that out there. All right. So, but yeah, I'm from Gwinnett. So I'm from a place where it's a suburb. So it's a lot of black people. It's a lot of white people. It's a lot of every culture everywhere. So pretty much I grew up in that area where I'm seeing so many different things. Like we have a side of Atlanta where I grew up in, and it's just, I've seen a lot of black people that were in the streets, and I've seen a lot of white people that were like super suburban, and I'm around them, and some of them went off to college. Some of the kids that didn't go off to college are in the streets and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up around a lot of different like cultures all in one, and I feel like, I don't know if I adapted to that, but I picked up a lot of like comedy from seeing every single little thing from those sides, you know what I mean?
Right. No, I figured that out pretty early because I was like, you know, there's a lot of stuff where like,
he definitely has white friends.
Or like you were capable of looking at shit from both sides because a lot of times rappers will be doing stuff that is objectively just so weird and so funny, and there's never really anybody that like points it out as being funny. But then that's what I thought was funny about you is that you seem like you authentically like get the culture, but you also are able to look at it from the outside and kind of observe how funny some of these things that people start doing are.
Yeah. Nah, but I love, I don't know, because some people when I was growing up, I used to act like, yeah, like around my black friends, I'd be like, yeah, man, I'm from. I used to lie and be like, because I was born in Maryland, so I used to lie and be like, yeah, man, I'm from Baltimore and shit. I had this like up north accent, like just trying to be like super cool. Like, yeah, I'm not from where y'all from. I literally only spent like a fucking year there. Like I came here when I was 1. So, but nah, I just wanted to. I don't know. I just being around some of my black friends, I wanted to be in that like culture where I'm like, yeah, like I don't. But when I'm around my white friends, I'm more like, dude, I'm like from the same like fucking place that you guys are from. Like we're super fucking cool, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I don't know. I just after a while, I just understood like, all right, this is where I'm from. I'm from a suburbia place where it's like a million different cultures. So that's really how a lot of that stuff has come about with me, though.
Right. No, I totally get that because I mean, especially you're growing up in Atlanta and you have friends from different sides of the world and stuff, and then you kind of have like. There's like this allure, this like tale that's being told through rap music where you think like, oh, maybe I want to be on some tough shit. Maybe I want to walk around and like really have.
Nah, but don't get it twisted. There is a tough side of where I'm from, though.
Definitely,
it's a street. In certain areas on the north side where I'm from that is like that.
Right.
So don't get misconstrued like, oh, it's like super like, nah, hell no.
But that's kind of the question is like, do you want to really like carry that as part of your identity, or do you want to try to like kind of go beyond it? And it's like that's kind of like a crucial decision when you're making as like a young person when you're from an area where you could sort of choose to go one way or another, right?
Yeah. And I mean, around that time, I just was, around like high school, that's when I was trying to find out my identity.
Right.
So that's when I'm like, who am I really? You know what I'm saying? So just after years of just like doing different stuff and like failing at shit and like doing bad shit and then not doing bad shit, trying to do some good shit and then just knowing who I am. I really didn't know I was even a fucking comedian. So I thought I wanted to go to school for fucking a damn sportscaster.
Oh, really?
I thought I did.
I can see you doing that though. That could be cool.
I just wanted to be. I like the thought of being on TV.
Right.
That's what I thought I wanted to do. So
see, that's interesting. That's like your brain was like, oh, I want to be an entertainer, but you didn't really like fully perceive all the different types of entertainer you could be, so you landed on sportscaster. But then in reality, once you started kind of taking steps towards it didn't seem right.
Yeah, I made steps towards it. Like I went to my first college, which was like kind of like a community college. I wouldn't even say it's a community college. It's like a college in the same county, Gwinnett County. I went to GGC, and the classes was kind of hard, not too hard. I cheated my way out of there. I got to a bigger university, you know what I'm saying? I got there. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this ESPN thing. Like I thought it was so cool. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be on TV one day. I'm gonna just do ESPN. So I tried to go there and do fucking sportscasting. So I signed up for like a class for that, and I tried to do it as like an extra. I don't even, what do you call that?
Extracurricular?
No,
like the thing that you do on the side? Or
no, dude. Fuck.
You like switch back and forth with the accent?
Yeah, no, I'm bullshitting. I'm fucking with you. Nah, but it's really a thing. I forgot what it's called. The people out there that's in college, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But it was an extra thing I was doing, and I wanted to. It was like a setup like this where we had like mics and everything, and I would get on there and I literally would accidentally cuss or like say some funny shit. They should be like, dude, like, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. And I'm like, oh, this is like a sports. So I just kept constantly, and then they came up to me after, they're like, yo, you're so funny. Like, you really just need to do, like, I feel like you should do entertainment radio. Or they just asked me like, yo, you should do like comedy radio or something. I was like, nah, really. But I still didn't know. Like, I still was making people laugh and shit. I still didn't fully know, like, all right, that's my calling to do like comedy, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I just kept fucking off, and I dropped out of all those classes there. And I just said, fuck that shit, because it wasn't working. You know what I'm saying?
It just was.
I tried.
So when you were in high school and stuff, though, you weren't really looking at the comedians of the world as people that you were looking up to?
I actually did. And I just didn't know what it was. It's like it was in me, but I didn't know what it was, though. I literally would watch like Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, Cedric the Entertainer, and I just didn't know why I looked at them like it was like a big deal. Like I used to look at them and be like, yo, I'm so inspired by them. Or I'll be like so inspired by like a big actor or like rapper or something. I'd just be like, I don't know why. It's like, I want to be like them, but then I didn't know what the calling was, though.
You could totally be like looking at Chris Rock or Kevin Hart or whoever and be a big fan, but then not make the connection in your head like, oh, I could go and perform at a local comedy club, and that would be me taking step one towards
literally
getting where they're at.
Nothing in my mind thinking that, like literally nothing in my mind. But I always like my mom when I was younger, she would always cut on the camera and let me like entertain. You know what I'm saying? Like she would let me be myself. But I didn't know this whole time. This is all like going into like my story, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not even paying attention to it. I'm like 5, 6, and like she'll cut on the camera. And I have a video on my Instagram as well. And it's like I just started like talking shit. Like I'm just talking some bullshit, and she'll just let me go on for hours just recording me. And she didn't even know what she was doing. She was just letting me be a kid, you know?
Right.
So when I look back at those videos, it's like, damn, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, this really makes sense now. You know what I'm saying?
See, that is crazy because I feel like there's a lot of kids out there who end up spending years and years and years like trying to do one thing without really like listening to their brain and figuring out like what they're supposed to be doing with themselves. That's crazy.
It's crazy. So when you look back at some of that stuff, you're like, fuck. I actually enjoyed those fuck ups, like getting in trouble in high school and going to college, dropping out, saying fuck that. I enjoyed those fuck ups. It's like, damn.
Right.
It just all leads you to where you're supposed to be going.
Because it's teaching you a lot along the way. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you, during high school, like what were your major identities that you sort of tried on? Because I know you had the scammer period of time that you might not want to volunteer too much.
Where'd you get this from? You did some digging.
You did another interview.
Dude, you did, hell no. You did some digging, man. Nah, I did. But that wasn't in high school. That was after I dropped out of college.
But that's like regular shit in Atlanta these days. So everybody got tried out a little bit.
If you a scammer, it's like working at the fucking store. That's like regular. That's a job there.
Right.
But nah, that was after college. But in high school, what are you saying? Like, what's my identity?
Yeah, like what kind of kid were you? Because you seemed like you were sort of torn between different worlds.
Yeah, no, I was actually a fuck off in high school. Like I literally was I was a full on comedian in high school, but I didn't know. I was following what other kids said. I was literally failing out of high school.
Right.
But I'm following what other kids are like doing. Like I wanted to go to college. Like everybody's like, yo, we're going to college after senior year. So I'm like, oh shit, that's what the fuck I need to be doing. I gotta see everybody else is kind of trying to do. I seen some other kids dropping out and shit and like going to like alternative schools. But I seen most of the kids, like the girls that I liked and shit, they'd be like, yeah, I'm going to this college or I'm going to this big college. I'm like, fuck, that's what I need to be doing.
Right.
Had none of the grades to do that bullshit though. None of them. Like I literally would go in there, play all day, get kicked out of one class, sit outside in the hallway, fuck off with somebody else, go to the next period, go to lunch, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Just being funny, goofy. Right. Not the bad kid that's like getting into fights and trying to do shit.
I was like a class clown in high school too. Yeah. And what I think about it now is it's like the difference between a girl that's just going around being a hoe versus a girl who like becomes a stripper or starts an OnlyFans and actually tries to start making money off it. I was funny.
You doing this shit for free.
You're just doing it for no reason. You're not getting anything out of it. But I was getting suspended for just what, like farting in class and shit. Yeah, maybe not farting, but yeah. No, definitely. But like you know, I feel like if you have that realization of like, oh, this is who I am, and I could actually work towards this as a career, that could be very useful early on. Yeah.
But I wouldn't even think about that. Like I literally would do stupid shit. Like I just something that I'm thinking on the top of my head right now. We would go to class late as shit, and me and my boy, I had a homeboy, and we literally walked down the hall. We're late as shit to class, and you know how the classrooms used to have that little rectangular, small little window. I literally had a water bottle in my hand. I started spraying the water bottle down the lens of the window, and he starts like taking his shirt off, acting like it's a strip club, and I'm beating him. Just stupid stuff, just goofy shit. Like we weren't even doing shit that was fucked up, but shit like that almost got us like paneled, and they tried to, like I told a teacher her boobs look like cow uterus, and I literally didn't tell her, but I'm saying it out loud. In the class, and they're dying, but it gassed it up that they were dying laughing, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because I kind of whispered it, but they're dying, and like I guess she heard that just because and they tried to get me for like sexual, some bullshit. Man. Yeah, it was some extra shit. Like they tried to do a whole bunch with it, but like I was just doing goofy shit. So though.
Paneled is a thing that happens in high school now? They put you in front of a whole panel?
Yeah, they try to, it's like, yo, it's sick. They try to get like police involved and all types of bullshit. It's just, I hate it. I hated it for real, but I wanted to be the kid that went off to college because I seen them doing it. I was just like, yo, they're fucking doing this, what you're supposed to be doing. Right. But I wasn't getting the grades to do it. So then, but somehow you made your way into college? Yeah, nah, my mom, I went home and I was just like, yo, fuck this shit. Because I finally like graduated. Like I took hella like online classes and I met a lady that fucking let me take 2 years of Spanish in like a day. Oh wow! She was just like, "Yeah, we live in the United States. There's no point in knowing fucking Spanish." And I was like, "Whoa, whoa!" So you found a scammer along the way? Yeah, along the way. And then now she's like, she ended up being racist. She was on World Stars, a whole bunch of bullshit. Whoa! She got this lady who helped you got exposed. Yeah. It's the same lady. Yeah, she's like that. Because she went in front of a whole bunch of people on World Star, that same school that I graduated, not that same school, but the same school. She had like a little homeschool shit. You could go there during the summer, take some extra credit courses or whatever.
Right.
So I went there. She's like, yeah, so I believe we live in the United States. If you want 2 years of Spanish, you can get 2 years of Spanish through me. And she gave me like a sheet that was fucking, it said, hola, como esta. And it was just 3 little things. And you just bubble in the letter. What does this mean? Hi. What does this mean? Whatever. How you doing?
Right.
And I did that. I turned it into her. She gave me 2 years of Spanish. Anyway, right? Fast forward 3 years later, this lady is on World Star. And she has like a homeschool, like graduation there at a church. And she's like, it was like a whole bunch of like black people that were at her graduation. It's a white lady. She's a chubby white lady. And she's like, look at all the people talking and leaving, all the black people. And they were like, what the fuck? And somebody was recording, so it went like super viral. Everybody got up and like left and was like yelling at her. It was craziness, but that's the same lady that helped me graduate high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
At least you got one good thing.
She's like,
on the
yeah,
record.
hell yeah. I fucking used her. It's like, whatever. But I got out of high school through like doing that. Took hella extracurricular. So my mom was looking out. Yeah, no, my mom was looking out. So yeah, that's how I got into college. And then I took all those like, you know, those 1101 classes.
Okay.
Where you got to find out where you're at. You might not know about that.
No, it's been a long time since I was in high school.
Yeah.
How old are you?
25.
25. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you get into college. What college did you go to, and what was the
GGC.
experience like showing up there? Like,
same as high school. It was like a whole bunch of kids that. It was like the same type of people from the same area I'm from at a college now.
Oh, okay.
It's like everybody from Gwinnett or like DeKalb and like some of those other areas in Atlanta, they were coming to like GGC to go to school.
Okay.
It's like a new school, and it's like you could get in super easy. And
it's just like a little more amped up version of high school, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's like high school.
It's like high school again. Yeah, just shit like that. And then I was like, oh, I got to get up out of here. I wanted to experience the real fucking college experience, because I hear everybody like, oh, I go to a big university.
Right.
We be partying way bigger than that. That's bullshit college you're at. So I cheated my way out of there. I was just copying the whole, like it was so easy to cheat there. It was crazy. But I cheated my way out of there, and I got to like a bigger college, and come to find out I didn't fucking like that at all.
Right. Well, it's funny because I cheated so much in high school and college. When I think about it, like I never would have graduated if it wasn't for cheating. But people don't talk about it that much, right?
Nobody talks about it publicly, but everybody fucking does it.
Right.
Well, that is sick, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. That's like the original hustle that like people really need to know about. What were your main ways of cheating? Because now if I needed to cheat, I could just write it in the tattoos. I think about that sometimes.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
You could just write, and the teacher's not going to be looking at the details of your tattoos.
Oh, you had tats in high school?
No, but I'm saying if I was in school now, I could just write it all in here and just be able. I've heard people talk about it online. I didn't come up with that idea myself or anything.
Yeah. I just really used to try to like in college they'll try to give you like a yellow sheet. A pink sheet, a yellow sheet, pink sheet, so the person next to you doesn't have the same exact test.
Oh, wow, that's smart.
So I would, they were smart, but not for that fucking long. I would literally copy that test next to me and go and turn that test in the same pink pile that her pink pile was in.
Oh, wow.
So I'll just turn that shit in over on that side. So pink go over here, yellow goes over here.
Right.
I go turn my yellow test in over here, but I have all the pink answers. So I just was doing shit like that, and I just got up out of that school and tried to go to the next one. And the next one, that shit was hard as fuck.
It was hard, but was it more of a party atmosphere? Or?
Yeah, more of a party atmosphere, but harder classes. Like that shit, I got into, like the classes I was in at that community bullshit college, like 10, 15 people in the class. It's like high school again.
Right.
I get to a real college, it's like fucking 400 people sitting in a lecture. Nobody's listening, but somehow people are like writing notes and shit, and it's too much. At that point, I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. This ain't me right here. This ain't it.
That's so funny because I had the exact same experience where my first year out of high school, I went to a community college, got straight A's, and then used that to get into UMass, the University of Massachusetts. A million times harder. I'm having to actually study my ass off to get
I'm telling
B's
you, bro.
or C's, you know?
I'm telling you. I don't think I passed any classes that first semester. And then
really?
I told my mom, I was like, yo, I'm out of there.
So you dropped out because you wanted to pursue the comedy shit, or you just dropped out because you were over
because it was crazy because I was doing the radio shit that first semester. I wasn't really passing my classes like that, but I was doing the radio shit. So I'm like, yo, if anything, I'm going to try to stick in this shit to just do, like, try to get on this ESPN, get on TV bullshit. And when I was going there, they're like, dude, you're fucking hilarious. Like, yo, you need to be doing something. Like, they would constantly tell me they just knew some boys out over that did the radio shit. And they would constantly tell me, I wasn't thinking too much of it. But then I started, literally, I would go to my room every night and, like, look at videos of, like, Steve Harvey and, like, motivational shit of, like, comedians. And I really started seeing like, yo, this might be like my calling in life. Like that's when it really like dinged in my head like, yo, I think this is what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. This is definitely, because it didn't feel right. Being all the way out there in the middle of nowhere, it didn't feel right.
Right.
Fuck no. That shit was just like, hell no.
And it's one thing to be funny. It's another thing to decide that being funny is your thing that you're going to sort of try to base your value in the world going forward on.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't get that. Yeah. It's some people that think that they're calling as being funny, and it's really just like, no, dude, you're just kind of goofy. You know what I'm saying? You make us laugh occasionally.
No, I know dudes who they've based their entire life around being a comedian, and they've been trying for 10 years, 20 years, and they still got the same number of followers that they had 10 years ago. And I mean, I feel for them because they really want that so bad, but it's
sad,
so
though.
the whole world is telling you it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
like
this
nobody,
shit's not it, fam.
If you have no fan base after 10 years, then that's kind of all we need to know.
Yo,
right?
you know somebody that's of 10 years trying to do it?
Easily, yes.
No fan base?
I swear to God, like still has 1,000 followers on Twitter after all these years, and he still like goes to open mic nights and stuff, and it's kind of weird because like,
you know, that's
that's
a different type of comedian now. I'm literally working on I'm a rookie in stand-up right now. I'm working on my stand-up during this whole COVID pandemic, all this. I've been working on my stand-up.
Really?
Like, because that's a whole nother lane. That's like you're saying, like, he might have 1,000. I know some funny motherfuckers. I really sat in some stand-up in Atlanta. The kid had like 700, 800 followers on Instagram because after the show I followed him. I'm like, yo, you're funny as shit. You got to be big. Like, I just didn't know about you. 600, 700 followers.
Totally
hilarious. Like, he was the closer that night.
Yeah.
And he's like 30-something. He's like one of the older cats. He was 30, in his late 30s. Had them crying, but he tried to do skits on social media. Oh my God, they're fucking horrible.
Isn't that bizarre how
they suck dick.
Two totally different things. Like,
yeah, it's two totally different things.
And I've had people on here who are like really, really popping on Vine or whatever.
Oh my God.
And then
they're
start,
not even funny, or they're weird in real life.
Or they start trying to do stand up, and it's like, you know, years of hard work before they manage to get anything going.
Like literally, I've been working on my stand up during this pandemic because that's a whole nother ball game. Like, is seriously something else.
So what's different in terms of your thought process when you sit down to write stand-up versus when you are doing skits?
It's way different because when you're doing a skit, it could just be an idea and you can build on it. But in stand-up, writing that shit, a lot comes into it because you could have a written out joke, but if you don't say it the right way or say that certain word the right way, it's not funny no more.
Right.
I could say, I was supposed to go to the store where I could say it. I pulled ahead. And that's a huge difference than, not saying I have to say it in a street way, but it's just certain words. His stand-up is way different, man.
Yeah, some words just have that funny factor.
Yeah, and somebody could say a joke and it don't be funny, and I could say it and I could literally hit you with it, like literally have everybody crying laughing. Yeah. It's just about how you do it, so it's way different than social media. But I'm working.
Yeah, I've been watching this channel lately that just sort of like breaks down people's stand-up and will go into detail about like why it sucks or why it's good, and they'll just hone in on little weird things that comedians are doing.
Probably not even a comedian running that page.
No, it's probably just some hater, but he picks out so much shit. Just pointing out how like, why does he keep making this face after every joke he tells? And I just start thinking, man, it's fucking weird. Why does he do that every single time and shit?
Yeah, man, it's a different ball game, but I feel like it's only certain people that have made that transition and have been successful with it. So to people like DC Young Fly and some of those that have made it off of social media, it's like, yo, salute, bro, because it's not easy.
He's funny as hell.
Yeah, funny as hell. And it's like, yo, it's a lot of people that I thought were funny. Not naming no names, of course, but there's a lot of people that I thought were funny, and then you meet them in real life, and they're like super fucking weird, and you're like, yo, that dude's not even funny in real life. He just had some punchlines in like a video, you know?
Right. DC Young Fly is the guy that
I feel like
you're around him, and it's just oozing out of him all the time. Like he just can't help but just start saying some hilarious shit.
Yeah, his shit is funny. Yeah. His shit is funny. Yeah, I definitely salute him, man.
Were you ever influenced by Boonk at all?
Boonk Gang?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Speaking of Boonk Gang, that was a
didn't
moment.
He pass out on your show?
He did. He showed up. I don't know if he was drunk or on Xans or whatever. And we were doing it live, so it wasn't like this where if he had walked in right now and tried to do it, I'd be like, I'd just stand up and walk him out, whatever. Yeah. I was live, so I couldn't really do anything. He sat down, did the stupidest interview ever, and then on the way out, he smashed his forehead on the wall. Yeah.
Oh, it's sad though. It's sad. I never thought Boonk Gang was a comedian though. I knew from the jump. I was like, this is just like goofy, silly videos.
See, but if he had sort of leaned, you're right. Like he's never really seemed like a comedian. But if he had leaned into like the idea of just him being a guy who was stealing shit on Instagram was really funny to people, but then he never was able to really take it past that.
I wouldn't even say it was it was kind of funny. It was goofy, but I feel like it was so entertaining to see some crazy shit like that's real. Yeah, we're like, holy shit, and he's recording it and doing it. Yo, this is fucking nuts. Like, yo, I followed him and I was like, yo, I don't know how this dude is not like in prison right now. Like he's done hella shit.
Definitely.
And I didn't know he had all those cases like added up and shit.
It's crazy to think about though. Like once you start to get to a certain level of popularity, a lot of the shit that works when you're like unknown doesn't work anymore. Like stealing shit or whatever. Like if you were to start doing that, you're already too big. And even Boom, he got to the point where he had millions of followers, and it read different. People just like hated on it too much, and he just couldn't really keep it going in the same way. I don't know.
Man, it was sad to see him drop on your show like that. Like we laughed, but it was just so sad. It's like, damn, bro. You'll see people crash. Even artists, it's artists out here that crash out like that. He'd be like, damn, what the fuck happened to him? And it'd be like drugs and Hollywood took his soul and some crazy shit.
Yeah, I haven't been around rappers who are on that level in a long time, but definitely sometimes you'll meet a rapper and realize like, oh, this dude is so fucked up off lean or whatever that he's like barely even here.
And
he's
that's
not here.
sad. And he's not even
hell.
focused on shit no more. He's like, whatever, I'm just high and this is how I'm living right now.
That's crazy.
It's sad, bro.
You were never a lean guy or anything? You go through that phase?
Hell no. None of the drugs. Hell nah.
You never got on that?
Nah.
You seem like you done a lot of drinking, right?
Yeah, I drink. I'll drink. Well, I don't do a lot of drinking, but I drink on occasion. Like if we're going to like a party or it has to be like an event.
Right.
And I feel like I'll drink then, but I'm not a big drinker or I don't do no drugs. So I'm lit off of drinking and lit off of life. So
was college like a big introduction to like drinking culture? Because a lot of these frat jokes and stuff, it feels like that's a big part of it.
Well, kinda, but not really. I think shit, everybody was drinking in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, motherfuckers was drinking before they were even 18.
Right.
So it's like, nah, but I wouldn't even say on no alcoholic shit. I'll just say like on some like everybody was drinking literally at every party in high school, like 10th grade, like 15, 16 years old.
Right.
And it's like, yo, now that we look back, we're like, yo, we were young as fuck.
I know.
What the
crazy,
fuck? Were you drinking that young?
I drank a little bit when I was like 16, but then like I kind of just realized like, oh, I don't want to fuck with this. And I didn't actually end up really drinking that much until I was like 22, 23 type shit.
There's so many motherfuckers that was drinking back then. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck were we thinking?
Yeah, I avoided, when I look back at it, so much shit that happened to a lot of people I knew around that time. Of like, everyone I knew was getting DUIs and shit at like 18, 19 because of that.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, but so then, do you remember like the first time you tried to actually start putting skits on Instagram? Was it awkward at all at first, or did it just go smooth?
The first time I was kind of forced to do it because my homeboy just recorded me, and I was just like talking shit at a gas station, and he just started recording me. It was just like, yo, because at that point they had been telling me to do it. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get into it. I'm funnier than that guy. I'm funnier than that guy. I would just talk shit. Like, yeah, you could say you're funnier than those people, but until you do it, you're not fucking like. Right. Who are you to say so? So he just one of my homeboys, my close homeboys, he just forced me and he just recorded me. He was like, yo, just post it. And I posted it. And like everybody like locally that knew me, they're like, thank God, like, yo, please keep doing this. This is so funny. Really? But me doing that, like that video was like some bullshit. Like it was literally some bullshit. It wasn't even me tapping into like my creative side. Like that was just me like just talking shit. Right. And I was just like, yo, if I could do this is gonna be easy. Like, yo.
Yeah, because it's
I'm
like
gonna kill this.
A lot of times, you know, you'll just be chilling with your friends and it'll be the funniest conversations, or like you'll be basically end up joking around, basically playing a character, like just saying the most ridiculous shit. But then to take that like energy that you get from just having a funny ass conversation with your friends and somehow turn that into something that you can put on Instagram that actually makes sense. But I feel like when you're young and you don't like have a name for yourself already, it's kind of easy to do that because you don't have that many eyeballs on you.
Nah, when you get up there and dog, they try to cancel people out for the simplest shit. You can't say shit.
That's how you feel
even
now?
Instagram will take it down. Yeah, Instagram will take shit down. Yes.
What have you ran into trouble with these days?
Oh man, damn, what video? It's a couple different videos. Like even at first, like I was saying white boys instead of frat boys. Okay. Like I was like white people always, or I'll say white dudes always. Right. And they would just take that video down quick. I'd be like, what the fuck? But we can say niggas. Right. And it don't get taken down. It'll just be a little weird shit. Wow, that's so crazy. When I was saying, I guess because I don't know if they felt as if I was like mocking them. I don't know. But I just was saying it because this is real life. I mean, that's what the fuck comedy is, right? Right. And I would say like white people would do this or something like I didn't introduce the frat guy shit until my videos kept getting taken down for putting white guys or white people or
See,
something.
That's funny because those same videos.
But white people were laughing at it though. Like they're like, yo, you're killing it. Like this is literally it. Like they was dying like, yo, this is, but it's, I guess it was somebody reporting the bullshit.
But a lot of those videos that I was dying laughing at that were about frat boys, but I'm also the kind of thinking like, I don't really know frat boys like this. If it had just said white people be like, I probably would have been like way more into it because that's more universal, more relatable.
Yeah, but they're not letting me do that.
Wow.
Fuck no. Yeah, hell no. But they're taking that shit down quick.
That's crazy because I guess that they probably are just in a position where like if that same video would have been taken down, like they don't want like redneck comedians making video about like, oh, this is what black people
do. Yeah.
Then
so I think they really look into some of that stuff and try to make sure, because I even had, but you got to understand, I had a slave video of me acting like a slave. Took that shit down.
Wow.
I was like, yo, what the fuck? This is about my answers, but it wasn't even a joke towards slaves. It was just like, I forgot what it was.
Like
but
using
it was
that
funny
as the
shit.
setting for your joke seems like.
And we were like on a whole like farm plantation. I used to cut grass with one of my white boyfriends, and he used to always like, we'd be out there just like joking and shit. Just like, I was like, yo, this was like a real slave house that we're cutting right now.
Right.
And we made a joke, and he was like behind the camera. He didn't show his face or nothing, but he was acting like the slave owner or whatever. And I was like the slave, but it was my idea. I wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I just told him what to say. He didn't want to do it or none of that. So yeah, I posted it, and it was good up for like a good like fucking month or two. Then it got taken down, and it showed me like why it was taken down. I was like, what the fuck?
It's crazy. It feels like sometimes the social networks are just like cutting off comedy, you know? My co-host who does the podcast with me, Lil House Phone, he tweeted something with the N-word with a hard R.
Yeah.
Boom. No more Twitter.
He's
gone forever.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, forever?
For just saying it, like he's a black dude. He said it as a joke in the context. I forget exactly what he said, but his Twitter, he can't even make a new one. He's like IP banned from his phone and everything.
Yo, it's real though. It's real. It's real. But we living in times where we can't really joke about certain stuff. So, but I feel like, damn, Chappelle was able to get away with so much shit on TV.
Wow. A lot of stuff that you could never do now.
Fuck no.
Which is a shame.
Now. Yeah, it sucks. It's just like, he was pushing the bar like a motherfucker, though.
Yeah, but the fact that anything that pushes the limits now is basically skewed or viewed out of context into being the exact thing. Like, I hate seeing all these old TV shows getting taken down because they have blackface episodes when the episodes were making... The episodes are acknowledging that blackface is bad, blackface shouldn't happen. If you're making a white character look like an idiot by doing that, that's the whole point, right? It's enforcing the idea that this is a bad thing.
I just feel like now that with all this stuff going on, of course this stuff is going to be like that, and it kind of takes away from some of the comedic stuff because it's a lot of good racist jokes. Not on, but I'm just saying it's not about our people. Not saying our people, but I just feel like it just takes away from a lot of the comedy now, and it sucks because it's like fuck, everybody's fucking sensitive, and now like. You can't even say, dog, you can't say anything, and it sucks.
I want to see you be able to roast a Trump supporter and a black guy and everybody in between. Like it's like
but we have free range, and you can really push the envelope, but it's about how you go about it. You just have to be, you just gotta be smart with what you do, man. You can't cancel yourself out because now they're trying to cancel fucking everybody. So you just gotta be smart, and you gotta know. You have to know what's going on in the world, I feel like. But
it comes from both sides too, though, because it's like if you're not getting your shit taken down by Instagram or Facebook or whatever, then it could be just people coming for you and saying, we got to get rid of Jews. Have you had that experience? Where
I haven't had that yet. Okay. Thank God. Hell no. Thank God. Nah, they ain't got me yet. Nah. But I've seen them go at some people. Like, they be trying to, the internet, and it be fucking hating ass like little kids and shit. It don't even be no real pages. You'll go to their fucking page, they got like some cartoon on it or some bullshit, and it'd be like, yo, you're really just getting this rally going, this hate going, this one person trying to cancel them.
I feel like that's probably what gets a lot of those videos taken down, though, is that, you know, if you have 10 people that are offended by you making fun of white people, then that's all it's going to take. They report it as hate speech, then the robot has to take a look at it. They see the word white people, and they're like, all right, cool, we'll get rid of it.
And that shit's over. Yeah. But I mean, we living in a new generation now. This social media shit, this shit is new. Definitely. Like we're only seeing the beginning of this. This is like when the fucking TV came out. This is all we do now.
See, you're lucky though, because if you had been making jokes on the internet 10 years ago, there's a very, very good chance that a lot of those jokes would not seem nearly as funny now. Or like, you know, you would be making jokes like 10 years ago. Times, though. All these YouTubers that are getting canceled and shit just because they were around on the internet when the standards were very different.
Yeah,
you know?
Man. It's different times, and this internet shit is way different than TV, and it's like, it's only growing. So we're only seeing like, the whole 6ix9ine shit, all that shit is like what the fuck? We've never seen no shit like that. Like, it's like
facts.
a real rapper that's like.
You never thought about getting a rainbow wig and doing a 6ix9ine character? That would have been cool.
Nah, I seen so many people do it. It was just so fucking played out.
That's
it was
a
like,
fact, yeah.
it was whack.
That's real.
It was funny though. When like I seen like a couple, it was like, all right, yeah, that was kind of funny, but it was like, all right.
Yeah.
People drag that shit out.
Certain things happen and you can just tell that there's going to be 5 million versions of it. ASAP. Like when we were all laughing at the video,
I try to stay away from that shit.
Right, but the jokes of like, it's a waffle. I'm going to quote the YRN Duke Deuce version, even though I thought it was really funny. But he's, you know, I got a waffle. I threw it on the house. Waffle House.
Yeah.
Ah! We all thought that shit was so funny.
That's a trend right now.
But I was telling my girl right after we were laughing at a few of them, I'm like, you watch. That shit is going to seem so fucking lame in a week. So everybody better get this in now because this shit is going to seem so stupid in a week.
Yeah, man.
And I just seen a couple of them. I'm like, man, this shit is so dumb already.
You literally just described what I was talking about so perfectly. And that's one of those things where it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
We're about to drag this shit out. But yeah, certain jokes, I try to stay away from that. Like when I see like a lot of, like people even did me like, yo, please do this, do a joke on this shit. And I'll be like, yo, it's like a million fucking people that just did that. Well, and maybe I'll read it, but I'll just be like, nah, that's not me. I like to be so original. It's like, fuck that. Hell no.
And you know what's fucked up now is that on TikTok, they have the sounds, and you can share the sounds or use somebody else's sound, and that basically like encourages everybody to make the same exact fucking joke, and it's not even considered biting. You're just like doing your version, I guess.
I mean, but I don't. TikTok is different. I'm just now learning TikTok. I like to even do my own thing on TikTok, but the whole TikTok thing is like brand fucking new. That's like the new Vine now. Right. So it's like I don't even fucking know what the kids are doing on that shit.
Have you got it going good yet, you think?
Yeah, no, I got it going good. I got like 100,000, almost like 200,000. I got like 150,000 on TikTok, but I'm literally doing my own thing. It's not all like the dance and shit the kids are doing and all that. But it do be funny like watching that kids love this shit though. Yeah. Like this is like the new. That's like a new toy. Like it's not even it's like you don't even have to buy it. It's literally
it's like a dancing app.
Yeah, literally. But I mean, it's some funny people on there. But I don't feel like it's real comedy on there. Like it's like goofy shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, my girl was saying to me, she's like, you know, like. Because I was telling her about the dance shit. I'm like, yeah, like, that's definitely like one thing I ain't doing. I ain't dancing on TikTok. And she was like, so you want to make a dance video once you have your daughter, if she wants to make a dance video? I'm like, all right, all right. For my daughter, I'll do it. I'm just like, for now, I get to hack it like myself, and I don't want to make a fucking dance video on TikTok.
It's different, bro. It's like we just learning all these new things. It's crazy. Definitely. It's crazy to try to keep up with it, though. Because there's so much new shit that's just like, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay on it because people will be on something like you said and be like, yo, fuck that shit. Right. Like we'll love a guy on TikTok today and be like, oh, yo, that's funny. He keeps doing this little goofy thing. Be like, yo, fuck that guy next week.
But then you look through his page and there's so many people on TikTok that'll have like a couple million views on one video, and then that causes them to make 500 other videos that are the same fucking joke, and it's so lame.
But they'll get millions of kids to follow them from that.
Sometimes.
But it's like I feel like it's quick fans. Like when you're not building like an empire of your work, like you're really not spending too much time and you're just like doing the same thing. I feel like those fans are so quick to be like, yo, fuck that shit, we're tired of it.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
So are you already thinking of what you're going to be doing with like the overall brand name that you're building? Because like obviously you could take your talents and go in a million different directions now that you have the name. Like you could do TV, comedy, you could do whatever.
I want to do all of it. I'm trying to do it fucking everything. I want to do TV, I want to do stand-up, I want to do TV shows, I want to do movies. So it's like I want to get on Netflix. Yo, it's endless shit, but I'm working. I'm trying though. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been trying to get in the door with Netflix. I've been working on my stand-up. Anywhere I know that I haven't mastered yet, it's like I have to get that because I can't be the guy that's like, oh yeah, I'm the Instagram comedian or I'm the Twitter comedian. You know, that's so like, because I've seen people walk around and like claim themselves like, yeah, I'm the Instagram guy. Like I can never see it.
And then a year or two later, it just don't hit the same way.
It just don't hit the same. Like, yeah, bro. Oh yeah, I'm the Instagram. Like I hate that right there. Like, oh, aren't you like the Instagram guy? I literally want to be like, fuck no. Like you could come to one of my shows. Like I do stand up, but I haven't mastered that yet. Like I'm. That's why after all this is over, I have to get in that door where it's like now I have to branch out. I can't be sitting and doing the same thing or be that one person that did that one thing, you know? Because I've seen so many people do that, and it's And it just inspires me to like, yo, fuck that. I can't be that.
A lot of people, they don't figure it out till too late, but that it's like your fan base can love you, but your fan base also is going to want to see you grow.
Yes.
And sometimes that could be you growing, doing the same thing. Like I feel like doing podcasts, I could probably do podcasts for another 20 years.
Gotta see some growth. I'm addicted to growth. So it's like, yo, if I don't see that, I need it. Fuck that. I can't sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm cool with this. This is it right here.
Right.
Never. Hell no.
Yeah. Because it's just people are gonna want to see you like try to do the TV thing, try to do the comedy thing, etc. You know that's gonna ultimately like endear them more to you in the long run. I think.
Facts. It's true.
Definitely. So when did you start having like meeting celebrities and shit? Because I feel like a lot of times your videos now are sort of more honed in on like, well, some of the videos that we talk about the most are basically like making fun of the weird shit that rappers do.
Yeah. No. You know, it's crazy about that. It's just because I've been around them a lot. So whatever I'm seeing, it's like I have to attack that. But I've been around, anytime I've seen anything, a lot of my comedy will come from like real like shit, you know what I'm saying? So I like to hit on like that real shit where it's like, you know you've seen that before or like it's just gonna hit different. But nah, the reason why I've been coming at that because I've been out here in LA for like the past 2 months during this pandemic. It's like, yo, I'm meeting all of these celebrities that are like fans of me or I'm becoming friends with them, and it's like, yo, when I'm chilling around them, I notice little things, and I'll just like, yo, I have to do a video on that. Like,
one of my favorite things is how you're in front of the Instagram, like how rappers be on Instagram Live, and you got like the lean cup under your arm, rolling the blunt, sucking on the blunt, and talking to Instagram Live, being like, oh, hey, what up? And then you start reading what they're saying, and then hey, you get real
barely
fat.
fucking read.
But bro, that is such a consistent thing with rappers.
It's real shit.
They always be juggling mad shit on Instagram.
Like, why are you holding it like a fucking baby? Dudes hold their lean cup like a baby. I'm protecting this shit more than anything I have on me. Like, it's crazy though. But I notice little shit like that. Like, I'll be around them and be like, yo, you haven't put that fucking cup down yet. Like, yo, you're literally cradling like a baby, but it's just little shit like that. It's like, wow.
But then you start to realize when you actually are drinking lean that it's like, oh, if there's like $150, $200 worth of shit in that cup, and anybody could just take a sip or anybody could knock it over, you start getting paranoid. You know?
They take that serious as fuck. Like, even a little drop, they're looking at it like outside the bottle. It's like, yo, you don't have to, dog. But I guess since it's so expensive, it's like, yo, we're not wasting shit of that. Like,
yeah. One time they were shooting a music video behind my old store, and there was like a white kid who was rapping, and the lean man came through with like 6 pints or some shit, puts them all over the car and shit, and then while dude is rapping, the white kid knocks over one of the pints and steps on it and crushes the whole thing. There's a whole pint spread out all over the ground. Some of the dudes there watching this happen
want to lick it off the ground.
It was like they had just seen a newborn die in front of their eyes. It was so upsetting, bro.
I think that's like the worst addiction though. I've seen some people like that I've been around like really crash out behind like lean. Like that's like a bad addiction. Like you can really go to Atlanta right now, you're gonna see dudes that look pregnant, skinny as shit, chest fucking flat as fuck. Yeah. Got a gut like a pregnant bitch.
Yeah, you can spot it a mile away because their body just grows in like the way that's so specific.
Lean is it's sad, bro. It's so many. Wait, dude, you got ants in this bitch?
Do we?
Yeah,
might need to mop this table down.
Right. What the fuck's going on? Nah, but that shit is a real thing though.
I've seen people quit lean and everything on their body stays the same, but the gut just goes down so much. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
happens so fast.
I don't know what it is about that though. I don't know where is the lean just fucking storing in your stomach?
I don't know. It's just mad sugar and just I don't know. What
because it comes with the sodas. That's like hella sugary.
Well, that's actually the thing too. Is if you like the amount of soda that a lean head drinks alone would be insanely bad for them, and then you throw in the lean on top of it, and that's just even worse.
Know, it's this new shit called fucking Whippets.
Oh yeah,
that's a new thing that is
because
people crashing.
To me, your best character is when you're basically playing like a member of YSL. Like you're somebody within the Young Thug universe. Maybe not specifically, but like in that general area. And the Whippets kind of took over the YSL planet.
Oh, no, Whippets took over fucking anywhere out here in Hollywood. I see fucking everybody.
So you see it all the time?
All the time.
Oh, okay.
Like you literally will be at a party, all you hear is
yep.
Like what the fuck was that? Mm-hmm. It sounds like, I don't even know what the fuck that is because it's like a little bullet.
Yeah.
You just see them and you'll hear it drop. People like bing,
It's nitrous oxide, and it's just like, it's crazy because I used to go to like, you know, festivals in England and shit out there.
Just literally random.
Super normal, but now all of a sudden it's like a rapper thing. Like,
oh yeah,
I never heard a rapper in my whole life talk about taking
like
whippets,
cool,
and now all of a sudden it's taking over.
Fuck your brain over now.
Oh yeah, that shit is
First
bad
it was like
for you.
fucking your lungs and like your kidneys and shit. Now it's like, yeah, we need some other place on the body to fuck up to make it cool.
You never gave it a try? You never took a whippet?
Hell no. I had a roommate that crashed out behind that shit though.
For real?
That's how I know about it. I had a roommate at the first school I was at, GGC.
Okay.
Literally had to get the ambulance to come get him out of his room.
Wow.
Passed out in his room, a whole bunch of like metal bullets around him.
Right.
It was just all whippets. He was in there the whole night.
Yeah. It's crazy because it actually, if you do it, it feels good, but it feels good for like a minute.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then you want to do it again.
Yeah.
So it's like if you don't have the thing in your brain that's like, oh, you shouldn't do this a million times, then you'll just do it a million times. And it's really, really bad.
You seen the video of Gun on Live doing it?
Yeah.
Slut.
He just
Like,
dips out.
what the fuck is? I don't even know, man. That shit. I don't know. We haven't. I don't feel like people have done it long enough to know what the bad shit is.
Well, in this particular world, yeah, but that's actually kind of the thing about it though, is that it's like people don't. You got to watch the old Steve-O documentaries if you want to see.
He was doing whippets.
He was so bad off it. He almost died and shit. Yes. He was doing more than...
I thought he was doing coke, though. Come on, bro.
I think he was doing everything else while he was doing whippets.
He was doing shit in his ass and all that.
In his ass?
Yeah, he was putting like pills in his ass, wasn't he?
I don't know, man. Shit, did people get to that point?
Nah, Steve was on some freak shit.
I've seen girls
like,
putting
drugs.
ecstasy in their ass before.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's normal.
That's fucking regular. But we're talking about Steve though, man. But it's bad though. I feel like anytime you got to put anything in your ass,
yeah,
you're going too far. You know.
And one time I was out doing like 10 years ago. I was out doing Molly in Texas.
This going?
And I know, right? But I was so fucked up just out at bars and stuff. I ended up talking to some army dude who told me like I shoot up every single drug that I do. He's like, if I'm gonna do ecstasy, I fucking melt it down, put it in the syringe, and shoot that shit up, and it hits you way harder.
So you're like, yo, I gotta try that.
I never tried it, but it sounds crazy.
I thought that's where that story was going. Like, yeah, so I shoot up everything I fucking do now. What?
Nah, that would be lit though. Every time I'm smoke a blunt, I just boil it down, throw it in the syringe. So there you go.
Do you hear this thing?
Hey, what was the feeling like when you first saw Drake wearing your that hoodie you sent him or whatever?
Nuts. Literally, I was just like, yo. But nah, I feel like now it's. I really didn't even trip about it because when I became friends with him, it was just literally like a genuine like friendship. Like it wasn't even on no fan shit.
Did he just hit you up on Instagram or something?
Yeah. What was the first time? Fuck. Yeah, I think he hit me up on Instagram, but I noticed that he had liked my shit a long time ago.
Right.
I had like no followers. Like I had probably less than 100,000.
Right.
And he liked my shit. It was a way back, and I was like, what the fuck? Like people like this are literally watching. Wasn't following me, nothing. He just liked it, and I seen him like a couple more stuff. And then he DM'd me one day and he was just like, yo, like this is like my favorite page. Like you're literally the funniest dude on here. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it was, after that, we just had like multiple different conversations. He's a cool guy, down to earth. And now it's just like on some friend shit. So when he wore that, I wasn't even like really like, oh, fuck. It was just like, damn, that means he genuinely like fucks with me. Like it wasn't even on no like, you know what I'm saying? You should post this. I literally asked him like, yo, are you cool with me posting the video? Because he just sent it to me to show me like, yo, I got your package.
Right.
But I screen recorded and I was just like, out of respect, would you trip if I posted this? And he was like, no, you're good.
Right.
Yeah, so.
That's crazy.
A cool guy though. Real cool dude.
You met Thug and all them?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Was Thug like, yo, maybe you should join my crew because you kind of are acting like us on the internet already?
Nah. I'm Jerica. I'm cool with Jerica because she likes my stuff. Yeah,
she's tight. Yeah.
Shout out to Jerica. I'm cool with her, but nah, it's just really me and him had a conversation just through my boy Ben though, but not nothing like we were just literally at the crib chilling. But I wouldn't say like, oh yeah, I know Thug.
Right.
But, I mean, I've been around him a couple times.
You still haven't
cool
like
guy.
done an impression of a rapper that took it far enough that they got upset about it? It hasn't got that far.
I used to impersonate CEOP and Lil Baby.
I saw,
and
some
I
of
used
those,
to think that they would get mad at that. And for some reason, I thought Lil Baby didn't like it. I don't know if he did it or didn't. But like now he comes around, he's like, yo, you're funny as fuck and like shit like that. So maybe he wasn't mad for real, but I thought he was because a lot of people would be like, yo, that's really how it is. Like you're making a joke of some real shit.
Right.
Like you're making a joke of some real shit. I was like, nah, fuck out of here. They know it's jokes.
Yeah.
But really, Like, nah, I don't think he knows that's jokes. Like, he might not genuinely like that you do that.
Yeah, some people, they just like aren't going to be able to take jokes about themselves, which is unfortunate because that's like if you get as famous as Lil Baby, then you're just going to have to be able to accept that shit. But I mean, at the same time, it's like you got all these millions of dollars and shit. Man. You travel in the world, like I don't know, it shouldn't be too hard to get over.
But nah, I haven't really pissed nobody off or nothing because you got to understand my shit. It's funny, bro. Because if you can't laugh at your, like, come on, man. It's jokes. Like, it's not. I've never had that beefing thing though, like going on where it's like, yo, we're gonna fuck him up when we see him. Nah, not like
Still waiting on that. What do people say when they come up to you in real life though? Like, what's like the most common thing that you hear if you're in the mall or some shit?
I'm actually glad I don't have that one thing because that would fucking kill me. Like, yo, there's an Instagram dude, ask him to do that one thing. I don't have that yet. Right. Thank God I don't because I hate that. But I don't know. They'll be like, yo, Druski, or they'll just yell my name and they'll be like, yo, you're funny as shit. Like, that's the most common thing I get. Like, yo, you're literally like, you're gonna be one of the biggest comedians. Like, yo, I see you going to different places than a lot of these. Like, they'll say shit like that. But I've never gotten the, yo, do that one thing or do it. They might bring up like a random video, like the frat guy shit.
Right.
But it's never like, that's that one thing that he does. You know what I'm saying?
You ever get people trying to like film skits with you like in public? Like, oh yeah, can you do this?
Yeah, a dude at fucking we threw a party, me, Justin Combs, Odell, and all them this past weekend, and a dude, obviously the fucking security didn't do their job. We hired security. Security didn't do their job. A dude came to me in the party and he was just like, he said, yo, like I'm an upcoming rapper, bro, and I feel like if you could just do a skit for me real quick, I'll just record right now. Starts pulling out his phone. I said, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I'll throw you whatever. It don't matter. I got money. You saying I don't got money? I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I never said you didn't have money. It's just like, yo, I'm not about to do a skit for you for promotion, and you're just going to put on the flashlight and just start recording me. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. So instantly, dude, fucking security sucked dick at that party.
Well,
they literally let anybody through. We told them, only let somebody in that knows somebody. That guy knew fucking nobody. There's no way.
But everybody's geniuses at figuring out what they could say to the security. You ever been like stuck there at the line, like trying to get in and just listening to the stories that people are telling the security?
Oh my God. Yeah. Girls are saying anything.
Oh God. Yeah.
Girls are literally saying any and everything to get in that bitch.
Just screaming out the names of the people that they know, but it's like a party promoter. It's not even like anyone important. It's just like the security is just so.
Or it's always that one dude that's lying and saying he fucking knows everybody in that bitch, but doesn't know nobody.
Right.
He's naming off real names.
That was me a long time ago, realistically.
Really?
Know? Well, not naming off random names, but I was just saying, you know, whatever I could to try to get in there.
To get in the game.
Try to hand the security guard $20. They just look at you. Like, what the fuck?
What's your thing? Why were you trying to get in there?
Try to go in these like expensive ass clubs, try
like
to meet
network?
Girls. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were trying to like network.
Get drunk and meet girls.
Because I hate dudes that try to network. They try to like get your numbers and shit. Oh my fuck.
I didn't even fuck. I wouldn't even have thought
Dog,
of that.
Like you're gonna sit here and fucking bag me in the club? Like literally a dude comes up to me. This was like a month ago. He like literally bagging me. Like, yo, he's like, yo, bro, I seen you were talking to some girls and shit. I got hoes. I got like 10 hoes. I'm like, dude, I don't need you to help me get girls. Yeah. He's like, yo, take my number down, bro. I got a whole bunch of hoes, bro.
Dudes do be trying to pull.
You're gonna bag me in this club, telling me you got girls? Like you're literally gonna bag me. You're bagging me. Right. That's what you're doing. You're bagging
like
me.
His way of trying to appeal to you is telling you that he can get you some pussy.
Yeah, I could get me. You could get me some pussy. What the fuck?
It would be one if he's like, I could get you some money. Like they're like, all right, maybe you can get my phone number. If you
but even that, I'm like, I'm good on that.
You're good on the money offers as well.
Anything that you have to, as a dude, you have to get my number in that club, and I don't fucking know you. That's just weird. You're bagging me.
Just bagging me.
No, but that's a real thing. Like a lot of celebrities, they get bagged.
They get bagged.
They get bagged because it's like in certain situations, some dudes they be like, "Oh, you too good," and then shoot out at the club.
Yeah, that's dudes need etiquette lessons. You know,
it's weird, man.
That's facts. How long have you felt famous for though? What, like a year maybe?
I wouldn't even say I'm famous yet, man. I'm working.
You don't feel it?
Nah. I'd probably say like a year. Look, that's humbly flexing, you know?
Yeah.
Nah.
It depends on where you go.
This past year, like becoming friends, like not just having like celebrities that just hit me up, like now becoming friends with some people that I used to look up to is actually being like, wow. And not just like being around like on some clout shit, like, oh yeah, I'm with them or nothing. Just literally genuinely like might go like kick it or might go paintball. And just having different celebrity friends is like, damn. Now it's like, all right,
I'm in the club.
Yeah, you to be accepted, it's like a different type of drug. It's like, damn, that's what I wanted. So now I'm starting to get it. It's like, whoa, this is like is actually happening now.
Just to be in the category.
Yeah, like
says that you made it somewhere.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to be accepted, and it's just like, all right, not like on no clout chaser shit or nothing, because I'm not even like that. Like literally just being around some of the people would just be like, wow, just to even have a conversation with some people. It's like, damn.
You ever try to rap?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
How'd it go?
Pretty good.
A lot of people.
I be posting my little snippets on my Instagram.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You fucking missed out. Oh,
Damn,
yeah.
I missed that. Whoops.
Bullshit. You just don't like my music, man. It's good.
I didn't
bro.
hear you. How's it going?
It's good.
I want to know what the music side
straight.
is.
Hey, man. Fuck
Everybody
that.
who makes it on Instagram has to start rapping. So I was actually thinking, I'm like, that's crazy.
You've seen every fucking other video, asshole.
Am I really missing?
Yeah, I missed the music. Right. I missed all the music you posted.
I feel like I missed the music.
No. I don't post it that often,
Damn,
but I post little snippets though.
Okay.
I post little snippets. It's straight though. I haven't dropped anything officially though.
Okay.
I just like to see what people would think.
Because I feel like with Boom Gang, that sort of changed everything. It was like once he sort of went from being just like a thief on Instagram to like really trying to tell you he was a rapper. Yeah. People start holding you to a different standard all of a sudden, you know.
I feel like Boom Gang could have popped in the rap game, but I don't feel like he was being consistent with it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
On some crazy shit, like on some Waka Flocka shit, he could have did some shit.
He had a good song with Block Boy, I remember at one point. Yeah.
I think he really could have, on some crazy like raging like at festivals. I feel like Boom Gang could have really took it to a different direction.
See, as soon as you mention festivals, it starts to remind me that your career has probably been, well, you said you're working on the comedy shit, but it definitely kind of slowed shit up at a time when shit was probably moving really, really fast, huh?
Yeah, nah, but this time has really helped me grow, though.
Yeah.
Like, during this whole pandemic, all this has been, I've been shooting up, because, I mean, people are doing nothing but on their phones right now. So I took advantage of that shit.
You don't ever plan on just being like, nah, I'm not making Instagram videos anymore for a while? Because, like, a lot of times people want to quit and want to, like, just pull the plug on it for a while.
Nah, even if I do get onto, like, TV, or when I do, and I mean, I say if I do, but when I do get on, like, TV, Netflix, movies and shit, I feel like I'm still going to do, like, skits just to entertain my core fans, you know what I'm saying? I can't stop doing that, but it's all about growth, though, like you said, so you don't see DC Young Fly doing the fucking roasting shit on Instagram no more. But, you know.
You never know. Like, people sometimes it feels like you graduate past certain things and you got to sort of, like, leave it to the younger generation, you know?
Not even leave it for the younger generation. Sometimes it's just about people want to see shit different. Like, they don't want to see that same shit no more. Like, all right, I'm tired of that. I'm good on it. But you got to know, though, it's only a certain amount of people that know. Some people will juice shit out. Some people won't do enough of that one thing. And you'd be like, yo, you could have really turned it up right there, but you stopped doing that. But you just got to know. It's all God, man. Anywhere that's taking us, it's all God. So
that's crazy. So, all right. I mean, what else you're just working on the comedy shit, but you don't know exactly like when it's going to come out? Is there anything else particular you could tell us about stuff that's coming?
Shit. I'm working on a Netflix movie. I don't even know if I could speak on this. Like, oh shit, really? I just said that. Nah, but I'm working on a Netflix movie and a TV series, and really, but I mean, right now during all this COVID shit, it's like all being fucked up because nobody could go into like the office and shit, so it's all been like through Zoom calls, you know?
Right.
So, but it's in the works, and we're definitely doing that. And so,
well, hey, fuck Corona. We out here in person.
Hell yeah, we're out here in person.
We have a glass barrier between us. Nobody can see.
Nah, it's bullshit.
We don't.
We literally
we can reach out and touch each other.
No mask. Yeah, hell yeah.
I have such a hard time not shaking people's hands when I see people that I actually like.
And then some people literally think you're being an asshole, like when you do this shit.
Right.
It's like, oh, you better than me, huh?
There was like a week there where it felt like if you were to refuse a handshake to an Asian person, that it would have been really awkward.
What?
Because like at first the coronavirus thing was like a very like specifically a Chinese thing, you know, in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah.
Because I was at the casino and I felt like a fucking dick because like there's a shitload of Asian people who play poker and shit, and they were trying to like dap me up at the poker table, and I was like, they were trying to shake hands.
Asians know you?
Some Asians.
You fucking made it if Asians know you. I think I've had a couple Asian fans. I need more though.
But you probably have a lot of black fans and a lot of white fans.
Yeah, I got both of that right now.
But no Asians.
But I need Asians. I need Indians.
I'm trying to picture you doing some Asian impersonations. I don't think it's gonna go that well.
Dog, nah, I wouldn't. It's certain. That's what I'm saying. Certain shit you just can't. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't think you should do a trans character.
Dog,
it's too hot. You can't do it.
Nah, you could do a gay character though. A gay character
for sure.
Yeah. Oh, but I get what you're saying about the other way.
Yeah, they just don't want any jokes. You know,
yeah,
I don't think they're in the mood.
Do a gay character though.
Yeah,
that'll be funny.
Would you do that?
Certain people. Yeah, it's comedy, bro. It's not no.
Okay.
I seen fucking Longest Yard Who did that? The gay cheerleader.
I forget.
Fuck. Who's the black dude? Fuck. Oh, damn. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He did the cheerleader. Who? Damn, what's his name? You know him. Forget. He did the cheerleader that was the gay in prison. You never seen Longest Yard?
No, I'm straight.
What the fuck? No, it's not a gay movie. It's a football prison movie. Nah, but like Nelly and all them ones in it. But it's this comedian. I'm so mad I can't think of his name. Damn. But he played a cheerleader on there, and it was like a group of them. And yeah,
he's saying
Tracy.
Oh,
Tracy Morgan, yeah,
shit.
Funny as shit.
Right.
Like literally, I would do that role like that. It was the funniest shit ever. Right. Swear to God.
I know a lot of people though that are too homophobic that they won't really make jokes like that.
Bro, it's comedy. Like that shit, that character he did in that movie. I need you to go watch it. It's funny as fuck.
I'm gonna write that down.
He was a cheerleader, and the dudes from the team that were like not acting like oh yeah, we against that shit. Like we too hard. One of the I think it was the quarterback, the dude the Mexican guy that wanted to be the quarterback. He was actually sleeping. He like, nah, man, like I don't be fucking with her, man. She just a fan of me. She a cheerleader. He said, and he like, that's not what you said, dog. The funniest role, the funniest. Yeah, nah, that shit is funny.
I'm putting it on the list.
Yeah, man.
I think you might be the first person that ever come in here fully Chrome Hearts it out.
Oh yeah, Chrome Hearts.
See, that's new to me. I don't really know about Chrome Hearts yet. I got to work on that side of the drip.
Yeah, man. I'm just leveling up now. I'm just like I got to dress like a
shitting on the game. You got to let all the
broke
boys out there just know.
Come on, man.
I'm out here.
Come on.
This is Druski, and I got the drip. Dripski.
Yeah. Wait, you
Dripski?
killed it. You killed it. I almost walked out. Y'all boys ready? We gotta get out of here, man.
Big drip. Yeah, hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on.
You.
For real.
Thank you.
Quick coronavirus spread right there. Druski, No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world.
Most definitely.
Check us out on YouTube, SoundCloud, and iTunes. It was dope getting to know you, man. I'm a big fan of the work. Everybody go follow him.
Thank you. Big fan of you, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thanks for watching my interview. Go catch me at Druski2Funny on Instagram, Twitter, Druski TV on YouTube and TikTok.